In this clip, we'll be focusing on the 6 colossal mistakes guys make when texting older women and what you should do instead. Mistake 4, sending explicit photos or texts. Sending an occasional photo to a woman you like to stimulate a conversation is a phenomenal idea. Sending photos of anything more explicit, pictures of you in your underwear, or anything that focuses below the butt, however, is a huge mistake. Just don't do it. It's juvenile, and it will not impress the older woman you're texting with. The same goes for sexual texts. Getting sexual before you even got out on a date conveys only one thing. I just want to sleep with you, and that's not the impression you want to leave her with. Instead, focus on sending texts that show her your personality and your intelligence. Older women appreciate a good-looking guy, but they also want someone who can hold an intelligent conversation. As a rule of thumb, unless she initiates a steamy conversation, don't just dive right into sexting. Mistake 5, waiting too long to respond. You know the rule about waiting 3 days to text a woman after she gives you her number? Yeah, worst advice ever. Okay, guys? You want the lady to know you're interested, and waiting 3 days to text definitely doesn't show her that you're into her, especially if it's your first time texting. It would be so easy for her to assume that your interest fizzled out. We're not saying you should text her immediately, but the next day or as soon as your schedule allows is a better move. Not only does this let her know that she's on your mind, it also keeps you on her mind too. The same goes for responding to her texts. Don't worry about waiting the same length of time to respond that she did. Text her back when it works best for you, and don't worry about playing the waiting game. It's not worth obsessing over, and it can take all the fun out of texting. Mistake 6, writing super long texts. Texting a woman is definitely an art form. Most guys know they need to write more than just how's it going to get a conversation started. But make sure you don't go overboard. Remember guys, you're not writing a novel, okay? And if she sees huge blocks of text, you'll probably just scan over them quickly or actually won't read them at all. So keep your texts engaging and no more than 3 or 4 lines until you get to know each other better. The only exception to the rule is if the conversation actually calls for a longer response. If your relationship has escalated to the point where you actually have that much to say to each other, stop texting and call her. It will create a better connection and help build the attraction between you two. If you're making any of these mistakes when texting, it's time to up your game. Knowing what not to do and say can have a huge impact on your success with older women. So next time you get the number of a hot older woman, you can text her with confidence. And that's something she'll find very, very attractive. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe for more practical advice on how to navigate your love life. Now, get to texting.